Hey there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If you're brand new to my channel, yay, you finally found me. I've been waiting for you. And if you're a returning subscriber, yay, thank you so much for coming back. I truly appreciate your support. And again, for those newbies, subscribe, like, you know the drill. All right, so my goal is to save you time and money by giving you the scoop on filmmaking quality and content so you can decide whether or not you want to spend time or money watching a particular film. So the film that I'm reviewing today is called The Instigators. This heist movie releases exclusively on Apple TV Plus on August 9th, 2024. The movie is rated R. It's an hour and 41 minutes. And my overall movie review mom grade is hovering around a B to maybe a B plus. I actually got a kick out of this film. So first, in a nutshell, I'll give you the scoop of the story, and then I'll point out things I liked, things I didn't like. I'll offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, funny lines, interesting lines, and we'll finish up with recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also really like. All right, so in a nutshell, the story is about two robbers who go on the run with the help of a therapist after a theft doesn't go as planned. The amusing heist movie was directed by Doug Liman. Writing credits go to Chuck MacLean and Casey Affleck. The beloved duo Ben Affleck and Matt Damon worked as producers of the film. A lot of the film critics hated this movie, but I think a lot of viewers are going to get a kick out of it, especially if they're fans of certain cast members, specifically Matt Damon and Casey Affleck, who I thought did a fantastic job. And I thought that this movie was fun. All right, so on to the list of things that I really liked about this. First of all, I loved the cast. The movie features two Academy Award winners, Matt Damon and Casey Affleck. They're both so natural on the big screen and always give us entertaining characters that always make us root for them, even when they're doing bad things, which is the case in this film. The rest of the cast was terrific too and included Hong Chow, who's an Oscar nominee, Alfred Molina, Ron Perlman, Andre DeShields, Toby Jones, Jack Harlow, Paul Walter Hauser, who's showing up in movies everywhere, Ving Rhames from the Mission Impossible movies, I love him, and more. Ron Gronkowski plays himself, according to the cast credits. All of the characters are fleshed out really well with clear motivations, and I appreciate that. I love it when Matt Damon uses his Boston accent and celebrates his roots. Casey Affleck, of course, falls in that category as well, but I thought Matt Damon's accent was just really strong and so fun. There's plenty of action sequences, including several car chases. The food at the bakery that is one of the locations looked delicious. I kept saying, let's go back to that bakery. The soundtrack is a lot of fun, and the dialogue and the banter is just amusing as it is ridiculous. Now, on to the things that I didn't like. That list is very short. And in fact, the more I think about it, the higher the grade should be, because all I wrote down was that some of the plot points are a bit of a stretch and very unrealistic. Other than that, I just knew that the movie was intended to be silly, and so I just took it as at face value, I guess. Here are some quick tips for parents. I think the movie is not appropriate for kids because there is a lot of profanity, including about 1 million F-bombs. I counted them all. No, I didn't really, but there were a lot of them. I think kids are mostly going to be bored. It's adults talking. Criminals do shoot and kill people, and we see bloody dead bodies. People steal and commit other crimes. There's lots of destruction, and someone flips the bird. I mean, that's nothing in comparison, right? So some of the themes that are illustrated very well in the movie are politics, greed, loyalty, crime, corruption, restitution, and quick thinking skills. So whenever I watch movies, I write down funny lines and interesting lines simply to share them with you so you can get a taste for script writing quality and dialogue quality and that kind of thing. You can see all of them on my written review at moviereviewmom.com, but I'll share some of them with you right now. So I thought that this was just a funny line spoken by Casey Affleck's character. So he says to somebody else, "We're robbing a restaurant. You're acting like we're in the Thomas Crown affair." And I thought that that was so funny. They're very well aware that what they're doing is wrong, but they're desperate for money, obviously. And so they're kind of rolling their eyes at themselves. And I just thought that that was entertaining. Another funny line spoken by Hong Chow, who plays the therapist in the film, as she says to one of the characters, I liked you better when you were crying, because now he's just like a crazed criminal, you know? And then another point she says to another character is, okay, so first of all, you're an idiot. And I really liked her personality. She did a knockout job. And then another conversation that I just thought was so funny was Ving Rhames. He's talking to Casey Affleck's character. Now he swears, but I don't. So he says, are you out of your effing minds? And Casey Affleck says, we are in treatment. Yeah. And he's not in treatment. He just likes this therapist who has joined them on this big caper. Anyway, I just thought it was so funny. But then he really takes this whole therapy seriously, you know, especially as the movie progresses. And then a really interesting line is at the very end. Again, Hong Chow, playing this therapist, is talking to Matt Damon. So he's done all of this crazy stuff with the goal of trying to get a bunch of money to get his daughter back, and there's some restitution for various things. I won't get into all of those details, but she says to Ben, not Ben, Matt Damon's character, she says, you know, you've done all of this stuff. Does it feel like you thought it would? Like, is there that sense of peace that you were hoping to find, you know, when people have all of this drama and challenges, and especially financial weight on their shoulders? And anyway, I thought that that was interesting. All right, so let me give you some recommendations for some other movies that I think you'll also really like that are heist films. The first one stars Matt Damon in Ocean's 11. I'm talking 2001. If you haven't seen the Ocean's 11 movies in that franchise, start with the first one. They're all so good and so entertaining. The second one is one that I actually really enjoyed, even though it's very bloody and filled with a lot of profanity. It's called Baby Driver. That one came out in 2017, and it's got this really fantastic musical element. It's very playful and very clever. So definitely check that one out. But again, it's rated R for reasons. And then the more recent one is Ambulance. That came out in 2022. That one is much more of a serious, hard-hitting drama with violence and heist, and things go wrong and crazy. And it stars Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm such a fan of his. So definitely check that one out if you're also a fan and haven't seen that film. All right, thank you so much for sticking around to the bitter end. Hopefully that wasn't too bitter. Hopefully my reviews are helpful. And if they are, give them a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, you know, all of that stuff. Have a fantastic day. Find me on social media, say hi, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.